на нашому тренінгу «Разом нам легше в Україні». Проект співфінансується Польсько-Американським Фондом Свободи в рамках програми RITA «Зміни в регіоні», яку реалізує Фонд Освіти для Демократії. Я рада вас, повторюся, знову вітати на наших заняттях. Нагадую, щоб ваші імена та прізвища були латиницею, нам потрібно звітувати. Дуже прошу вас, щоб ви, зараз я пускаю ще інших учасників, нагадую, щоб ви включали свої камери, були активними, відповідали на запитання пана Асефа, і я передаю голос викладачу Асефу.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'll try to fix my camera, and great to see this wavy picture. I don't know what's going on with the camera. Maybe it's from Google Meeting, maybe from my camera. Anyway, good morning, everybody, and happy Easter. I think we'll have some good break, everybody. So happy Easter would be our first phrase for today. And we have phrase, and we have the clause, and then we have sentence. So you have three ways to group words. Good morning, Metro. Good morning, everybody. Unfortunately, that's with my camera today. I hope that it will be better soon. Something nie tak w tej kamerze, ale dobra. If it keeps doing this, I'll switch it off so we can hear each other only. Metro, how are you? What's up?
Thank you. I'm fine. Now I am at my service.
You are at your service, and where is that? So you are on the line, you are on the border?
No, I am on the service in our 6th border detachment, border guard detachment. Today I will be in patrol. I will be a patrol territory of our military unit, and so on. But it will be a little bit later, after our classes.
What territory you go to? I mean, you patrol what territory?
Territory of our military unit.
I know, but that Eastern Ukraine, Western Ukraine, you know what I'm talking about. So that's
in Lutsk,
okay.
western part of Ukraine.
Okay. Is it hard to do it?
Nothing special. Just you should patrol territory and be careful and watch. Is everything okay?
I understand. Okay. Paulina, good morning. Tatiana, Marcin is the IT, tak? Marcin to... Dobra, we'll not talk to Martin. Yulia, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
What's going on? What's good? What's good, as we say in English? What's good? Jak tam?
Now I try to prepare some letter for neighbor country about some question about returning some illegal migrants from Ukraine to their motherland.
Okay. You are talking about maybe Belarus or Russia or Poland or some, yes, so you're talking about some bordering countries.
Yes, bordering. Yes.
Bordering countries. So how many countries around Ukraine?
Let's number. Poland,
Okay.
Hungary, Slovenia, Belarus, Russia, Moldova, Romania,
Okay.
and Turkey about sea.
Sure. Okay. And I've been told by some of my students here who study in Lublin, Ukrainian students, that everybody in Ukraine speaks Russian. Is it true?
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
unfortunately, yes.
yes. Okay. But that has nothing to do with the region or with the north, east, west.
Speak, not at all speak, but understand everyone, I think.
Okay.
I think that speak Russia, it's and his or her, it's her choice or his choice.
Yeah, but
According to such situation in
understand.
Ukraine, I think that it's, but it's to speak Ukrainian.
I understand.
Continue to speak Ukrainian.
Continue to speak Russian. Marina, good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
What are the languages that you could take while you are a student? The languages.
I'm sorry. Well, can you ask again?
What are the
kind
languages when you are a student at school or university? What the languages that you can learn? French, English, Russian, what?
I'm from Transcarpathia, and in school I learned English and Hungarian. So, but we speak Ukrainian. Yes, we learn it in the academy. We had just English, so we don't learn Russian.
Okay, but did everybody speak Russian at one time or no? It's not.
You know, at where from I am. No, there wasn't people who speak Russian, and in my small bubble, I really don't know these people. In Transcarpathia, a lot of people are speaking Hungarian. A lot of, and in my city too, there was a Hungarian. Many of them, they're not speaking Ukrainian, but they know Hungarian, and it's because of that region. Yes. And when I go to the Khmelnytsky, there was my university was a lot of other cities from east or south, and they speak Russian. So,
they spoke.
Yes. Yes, spoke. They spoke Russian.
But why Hungarian? What's with the Hungarian language?
We had a border with Hungarian. You know,
okay.
there. Okay. So there are a lot of, and it's from the history. Maybe it's a part of was sometime a part of Austro-Hungarian, and there are a lot of maybe relatives, and we had it. So I think that's why. And for now, maybe it's a problem because now there are a lot of politics in Hungarian, and they're talking about it. It's always was a great Hungarian region, and there are a lot of that people, and this they give much money into the progress Hungarian in Transcarpathia. So a lot of they're not speaking Ukrainian even.
I see. Okay, that's interesting to know. Taras, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? What's good?
I'm good. Come to work.
Okay. What time you started today?
At 8 o'clock.
Very good, guys. Let's always use the good English at 8. Kropka. You don't need to say anything at 8 a.m. maybe. Okay, a.m. But o'clock is really extinct. You know, at 8. So, how old is your son? He is 9. How old are you? I'm 35. So we don't say years old, o'clock, something like that. Very good. So you started your shift at 8 today, and are you celebrating Easter this year?
Yes, my family preparing for Easter. We smoked sausages, meat
Sure.
at home.
But by your family, you mean your parents?
My parents. Yes.
Your parents. Because I remember you are not married yet.
Yes.
Okay, you're the lucky one. Yes.
Maybe.
You and Dmitro and those single guys, you are lucky guys. Okay, let's. You can enjoy the rest of your lives, and we love our children, but we are too much to do with them every day. So
my friends who are married, they said that I must marry too.
You should. They are jealous.
I should marry too.
They are jealous. Zazdrosny. They are jealous. You know, it's simply they are jealous. That's the thing. You know what? Of course, marriage has its cons and pros. As you remember, guys, the word cons and pros means good and bad. Cons are contradictions, like bad things. When we say something has its cons and pros, it means that it has its bad sides and the pro, actually, good sides. Pro. Pro peace, for example. When you rally for something, when you support something, you are pro this. You can be pro some party. So, for example, I don't know what party, famous parties in Ukraine, Dmitry. What are the main parties?
It's hard to say, but mostly now we have the servicer of people. In Ukrainian, it means Sluga Народа. Also, we have БПП. It was a bloke of Petro Poroshenko. Motherland, Батьківщина by Yulia Tymoshenko. Years ago, we have opposition bloc, but if I'm not mistaken, it banned for nowadays. But I'm not sure what's anything else. So we have a lot of.
Where is the president of Ukraine from? Which party he's from?
He was elected not as from one party, but after that, his party is a servicer of people. Sluga Народа.
Oh,
It's party with have connected with president.
okay. What's the word? Sorry, what's the word to say that I'm with this party? For example, if you're talking about a specific party, you can say I'm pro. Pro something. So pro is with, and the another diversion would be I'm anti, so I'm anti-peace, I'm anti-war, I'm anti. So marriage has cons and pros. Chile marriage has its good and bad sides, things like everything else. And being single also has good and bad sides and things. We heard from Vladimir. Can you talk to us? Not Yes, Vladimir. Okay, Mariana. Dobra, we'll try. I should say that I noticed that always Mariana Romaniuk, I'm talking about Mariana here, she always writes new words. She always, and that's very good. Bravo, Mariana. So we should say that this is a very good way of learning. We know English, we speak beautiful English, but also we get new vocabulary, and that's a very good way of learning. Dmitro, you are single.
Yes, I'm single.
What's the cons and pros?
I don't see any minuses, because if I have some minuses, I will marry.
Okay.
As the main pros of this, that's I am independent. Even when I come for a beer at Friday with my colleagues who already married, we spent maybe 1 hour. After that, their wives call them, "Where you should go to shop. We need to go for a walk with the children." So as for me, I am independent. I'm with all my plans based just on my preferences.
Okay. So you can simply be your own person. You don't really need to be questioned by anybody, and you're your own time.
Yes.
That's the good side of being. What about Mariana? Mariana, are you single, Mariana?
It's for me?
Yes.
Marina. Okay. Yes, I am single.
And what are the pros and cons?
I really agree with Dmitro. It's a very good. It's everything is it's great. So I don't know really. Maybe bad things is when you have a lot of friends and they are always wanted to go somewhere, and you always had my friend girl has a boyfriend, and she always told him that I want to go there and you are going to with me. So maybe it's something that I can do now, because I don't have a one to say that you are going there with me. And that's all.
Okay.
So maybe just it.
That's nice. Taras, what about you? So we're talking about cons and pros of being single.
I think it's a difficult question, because you have some reason to get married, but it's a question for everyone is not simple question for me, and it's not simple question and answer for another people. Someone want it's dream to get married and to have children, to have a wife or husband, but it's different reason for everyone.
I see.
So I couldn't say that it's for me it's to be single, it's minus or plus, but it's it's only my business, my case, my business.
Okay, I understand. You know what? When we talk about those controversial points and stuff and issues, it's again the best way to address English as native speakers do. So we are dealing with high core serious topics. It's not about what's your favorite food or what's your favorite color. We are dealing with much more, let's say, important ideas and stuff. And when you talk to your friends in Ukrainian, you talk about politics and society and homosexuality and religion. And so that's the point. The point is that we are going to cover most of these topics in our conversation, and that's the trick. Of course, having family is something beautiful. Everybody has family, and kids agrees that also having those little monkeys, those little ones, is really nice. And being single also is something nice. Of course, like everything is in life, it has cons and pros. It has good and bad sides, let's call them. What are the preparation, Dmitro, for the Easter? What's going on?
As usual, it all depends from the country, family, tradition.
No, I
For
mean
example,
for you as you know.
now I'm
person.
not prepared for Easter because I'm single. As for me, Easter it's a family holiday. My family living abroad, so I'm just one here. Maybe, probably, I will be at service. So in this year, I don't have any special preparations. But as usual, in my family, always in Ukrainian, almost in every family, it's
Mhm.
general cleaning, a big cleaning of house. You should wash windows and so
Yeah.
on. It's on cooking of always Easter buns. In Ukrainian, it's called paska. In
Mhm.
Poland, maybe it's similar with baranek.
Yeah, Pascha, sure.
Paska always. You should paint eggs. It's
Yeah.
one of the main reason. Also preparing another dishes. Maybe someone had fast, so they prepared then in Easter end of the fast. Uh, so on. Definitely cleaning. For example, yesterday in Ukrainian was Thursday. We call it clean Thursday. You should clean your house and so on. Today it's a Friday. You shouldn't do anything, and Saturday it's the hardest day preparing for Easter. It
Yeah.
was, for example, in my family, we always have a lot of Eastern decorations with all of these rabbits, Easter chickens, and so on. So we should decorate, we clean the house, prepare everything.
Sometimes it's too much, yes?
I don't think so, because it was such a Easter vibe, preparing for a big holiday when your family could reunite. Because my sister is older than me, she lives with her family. I'm used to live abroad and so on. And when your big family spends time together, reunites a few times a year, it's a great pleasure. So it's not enough. It's the similar thing with Christmas. Easter and Christmas, it may be the main holidays in Ukraine when all families try to spend time together. So great.
So it's more kind of you refer to it as more kind of meeting occasion, yes, meeting thing
Yes.
for the family, for everybody. Maybe Marina, the origin of Easter. I mean, why do we celebrate Easter in the first place?
I'm not really into religion. So I'm in my family. We celebrated. I want these weekends to go home to visit my relatives. I think I would prepare everybody go to the church. It's the Christ is як це воскрес, yeah, raised. It's because of that. It's Easter. But I'm not really into everything what happened and why it's happening.
I see.
I'm not going to the church, and I just like to eat meat on the Easter and these cakes.
Okay, actually, it started as Taras. Do you know where the Easter? Why do we celebrate Easter in the first place? I mean, what's the Yulia? Maybe you know anything about this? Anybody can tell us what's? Taras, Yulia, anybody?
I'm sorry, I don't heard the question. What?
Easter, this occasion, do we know what was the origin of this occasion? You know, why we celebrate Easter in the first place?
I don't know how to say in English.
Okay. That's, I understand. Okay, Easter actually has a Christian origin. It celebrated the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. That's the point. And according to Christian faith, of course, he was crucified on Good Friday. Good Friday. This is what we call it. Of course, you have similar name in Ukrainian. It's Good Friday. This is the day. Good Friday was the day of the crucifixion of Jesus. So, you know, Jesus was crucified on Good Friday. That's the main, let's say, and he rose from the dead. He rose from the dead on the third day. So this is why we celebrate as Easter Sunday. So that's the trick. The trick of Easter is that Jesus was crucified on Good Friday, and then he resurrected on the third day after his crucifixion. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and this is why Easter is on Sunday. So the resurrection is something called Passover, Pascha po polsku. You know, we celebrate it as Passover. So this is a Jewish holiday, of course. It started with the Jewish calendar and whatnot. Yulia, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. How about cons and pros of marriage for you? So, you know, or being single or being married, you know, of course, we say that everything has good and bad things. Yes. So what about you?
What is good things of marriage, to be married?
Good and let's say hard things, not bad, but good and hard.
It's very difficult question.
I know.
Good sides. You live together with your lover.
Okay.
You have child.
Okay.
I think it's the sense of your life.
So
you tried to make someone happy for near you. I think it's the sense of your life.
I see. But if you thought about something hard in marriage, what that would
hard.
be? Yes.
When you are married, you have some obligation, yes, обов'язки.
Like, what do you mean? Like family obligation with children? With...
Yes, it's family, children. You don't think about what you need and what you want.
Yeah.
Sometimes you prefer somebody's wishes.
Yeah.
It's some maybe самопожертва. I don't know. But it's not bad. It's not hard. It's no. I think that it's choice of everyone, and to be married, it's choice of person, not of their relatives. Yes, not of the society. That sometimes parents say that you are old and you need to be married.
Sure.
I think that a person must understand are ready to be married or no.
Okay, that's what the. What about your preparation for the Easter? What's going on with you?
Frankly speaking, it's only starting. Yesterday it was a clean Thursday. Yes, I cleaned my house. I decorated it, and today I'm at service. And I think that Saturday it was the day of more biggest and hardest preparation for Easter. It was time for cooking.
What about this Clean Thursday? Can you tell me? Because we don't have it in Poland.
Clean Thursday? It's чистий четвер. It's a day when people try to clean their house.
But is it Ukrainian tradition or like Christian tradition? Because we don't have it simply in Poland.
I don't know. It's maybe it's Ukrainian tradition because it's the day when women bake pasta as usual. Maybe that's why it's called Clean Thursday.
What guys tell us about this Clean Thursday? Does it have any religious connection or this is social occasion?
I don't know. I'm not ready to answer this question.
Okay, I was writing some information about the Easter, if you noticed, and that's the thing about Easter. So it has a Christian and some pagan, paganism, maybe pagan, yes, is the state where people didn't have gods by that time as we know it today. The gods were more kind of many gods. So we're talking about polytheology. This is what we mean by pagans. And so resurrection is said to have occurred around the time of Passover. Passover, this is a Jewish holiday, which is why Easter is movable fast. So this is the maybe the pagan influence. Before it became a Christian holiday, many ancient cultures celebrated the arrival of spring as you can read on chat box, of course, as a time of renewal and rebirth. Some key influences are some of those influences we can. So I just wanted to highlight the fact that it hasn't been all the time a Christian thing. So maybe paganism was the beginning of this. That's for the Easter. I was reading an article, something interesting, and let's please click on this link, and let's try to figure out what's going on in this article. Can you open the link, guys? Oh, Jesus Maria. Okay, good. Let's see what's going on with the LGBT movement in Poland. And the article is saying Polish president sends government bill criminalizing anti-LGBT plus hate speech to constitutional court. So, Marina, could you read us, please, the first sentence?
Okay. Conservative President Andrzej Duda has not signed into law a bill proposed by the government and passed by Parliament that would expand Poland's hate crime laws to include sexual orientation, sex, gender, age, and disability as protected categories.
Thank you. So this is Conservative President Andrzej Duda. What's the opposite, Marina, of conservative?
Oh, conservative.
Yes. What's the opposite of conservative?
Liberal, yeah?
Bravo.
Liberal.
Bravo.
Yes.
So if somebody is conservative, they have strict views about something. If somebody is liberal, they have more open views about something.
They're more polite.
Yes, more flexible.
Genders.
Exactly. So Conservative President Andrzej Duda has not signed into law. So he didn't sign, he didn't accept it. A bill proposed by the government and passed by Parliament that would expand Poland's hate crime laws to include sexual orientation, sex, gender, age, and disability as protected categories. Okay. Yulia, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay. Can you paraphrase that sentence for me? Can you tell me the sentence again using your own words?
Maybe conservative president Andrzej Duda anti law.
So let's say in simple words that Andrzej Duda refused to
sign law.
Yes. The law wants to extend hate crime to include sexual orientations. Somebody is gay, lesbian, whatever. Sex, gender, there is difference between these two words in English.
Yes.
So, age and disability as protected categories. So this is the law. The law from the parliament suggested that also sexual orientation should be included in hate crime, but Andrzej Duda refused to do this, and he sent it to the Constitution Court. Dmytro, what do you think? What is hate crime? So how can you describe this terminology here?
I think that hate crimes is, for example, when you've made escalation, you told or in public offensive things. You made offensive things and talk about offensive things to some group of people, which could be grouped for their gender, sex, age, and so on. So it's the crimes that the main reason is burning hate between some groups. Am I right?
Okay, that could be done. That could be hate crime. Can be also against refugees, against foreigners, against. In Poland, there is this sometimes, let's say, a trend against everybody. So because maybe of the Polish history, so we are scared of the Germans, the Jews, the Arabs, the Americans, the Russians. So so that could be sometimes parallel to this concept. Dmytro, can you continue reading, please?
Yes. Instead, he has sent it for consideration by the Constitutional Tribunal, Etyka, saying he has concerns that the measures violate the constitutional right to free speech. That means the bill will only enter into force if the Constitutional Tribunal decides that it conforms to the Constitution.
So
However,
instead of signing, what did he do? In your words,
sent it to the Constitutional Tribunal, where Constitutional Tribunal must decide: is it bill good according to the Polish Constitution, or it unconstitutional act?
exactly. And of course, the word tribunal could be another substituted by court simply. Yes, court. Tribunal is a court. And yes, and yes, Dmytro?
Yes, I just want to get that it could be a little bit controversial because, as we know, Mr. Duda related with some constitutional courts and so on. He was baccalaureate. No, even he was as a PhD at the law faculty in Jagiellon University. So he's related with a lot of people who work in constitutional court.
Yeah, and you know that the Peace Party, he belongs to the Peace Party, yes, and the Peace Party has assigned many of those judges from Peace Party, and we have big debate, big problem in Poland actually because of this. The anti-government people saying, the anti-peace saying that this is totally illegal to assign them, and it's a big debate, which you exactly said. It's controversial. It's a very good word in this situation. Exactly. Julia, can you read us, please?
One moment, please.
However,
given that the Constitutional Tribunal (TK) is regarded as being under the influence of the conservative former ruling law and justice, PYS party, which opposes the proposed measures and with which Duda is aligned. aligned. Sorry.
Yes.
The president's decision means the bill may sit in the indefinitely at tribunal or simply be rejected by its judges.
Judges, thank you, very good reading. However, giving the TK is constitutional
TK.
tribunal,
Mhm.
is regarded as being under the influence of the conservative former ruling Law and Justice Party, PiS. Of course, PiS is the acronym. As you remember, the word acronym is those abbreviations. Let me remind you of the word acronyms. Acronyms are those abbreviations which we say them as one word, like NASA, like
Understand.
yes. When we talk about USA, FBI, HIV, these are abbreviations. So acronym when they are one word. So this is the Peace Party. Peace Party is a conservative party. Now it's not in power, but that was in power, which was in power. So let's just finish the idea of, this is just an example of what is acronym. What is NASA? Is the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This is NASA. There is N, missing N here, so administration. So this is an acronym, not abbreviation. Let's see if that's will happen in Poland. Let's see. This is how the article is expecting. They are saying that under the influence of conservative former ruling Peace Party, which opposes the proposed measures, Yulia, and which with Duda is aligned. So he's aligned, he's supportive of, he's supporting this, he's agreeing to this. The president's decision means the bill is the not a law, it's the suggestion of the law. Before the law, we say this is a bill. So this word means something before the law. Of course, it means something else, but here it means that before. May sit indefinitely without end at the tribunal or simply be rejected by its judges. Taras, are you here? Okay, our angel, Marina, you always save us.
I need to read? Or...
Yes, please. Poland existing.
So, Poland's existing hate crime laws apply to crimes motivated by hatred because of the victim's national, ethnic, racial, political, or religious affiliation. They punish violence, threats, or insults motivated by such hatred or promoting ideologies based on it, with prison sentences ranging up to 5 years.
Okay, thank you. Very good reading. Poland's existing hate crime laws apply to crime. What is this hate crime? When you see these quotation marks, they are explaining what is this. Crimes motivated by hatred because of the victim's national, ethnic, racial, political, or religious affiliation. They punish violence, threats, or insults motivated by such hatred or promoting ideologies based on it, with prison sentences ranging up to 5 years. So this is something serious in Poland, you know, those hate crimes, if you discriminate people based on their ethnic, racial, whatever religious thing. Can you continue reading, please?
Yes.
Marina, yes. However,
the current government believes that these provisions do not provide sufficient protection for all minority. for all minority groups who are particularly vulnerable or to discrimination, prejudice, and violence, in the words of the Justice Ministry.
Okay. Now they are more explaining what's going on in the previous sentence. Yes, however, the current government believes that these provisions don't provide sufficient enough protection for all minority groups who are particularly vulnerable. Vulnerable, this is fragile, weak, suave, vulnerable to discrimination, prejudice, and violence. In the words of the Justice Ministry, of course, Justice Ministry now is not under peace umbrella. Okay, and let's check who is with us. Gus, are you here? Okay. Voldomir is not here. Paulina. Dobra. So please, Dmitro, can you pick up the reading?
Okay, yeah. Last November, the cabinet therefore approved legislation that at sexual orientation, sex, gender, pledge in Polish, which can be translated as either English word, age, ability to the existing categories covered by the hate crime laws.
Okay, and let's go down, please. Last month,
Last month, the bill was approved by Parliament, which the three ruling groups, the centristic Civic Coalition, KO, center-right Third Way, Trzecia Droga, and the left Lewica, voting in favor. This, which is the main opposition party, and the far-right Confederation, Demokracja, were opposed.
Okay, so we are talking about last month, and that was also a big thing in Poland. The bill was approved by Parliament, so the Parliament accepted the bill, which the three ruling groups, today there is coalition government in Poland, run by three big groups, parties, Civic Coalition, KO, and center-right, Third Way, Trzecia Droga, and the left Lewica. So these are the three ruling guys voting in favor. In favor of what, Dmitro, here?
Yes.
What do they mean in voting in favor?
In favor, it's common together in group. They all these three groups, they voted for approving this.
No, actually, voting in favor, they vote in favor of the law. Actually, they voted with the law, so they want this bill to be passed, but Andrzej Duda refused. So these three big parties vote for the law, so they are pro this bill. They want the bill to be legalized, but Andrzej Duda, being part of the more conservative party, he said no. So which in favor? PiS, which is the main opposition party. Today, PiS is the opposition party, and far-right Confederation were opposed. Now, Marina, maybe let me hear from you, from your, as a person, your opinion on this. Do you have this problem in Ukraine, some discrimination against LGBT people, or no?
Discriminate in the law. I'm really not know about our law about, but discrimination it is here, yes, and a lot of it's for me it's like I'm allied to LGBTQ plus, yes. So I don't see a problem in the marriages and in the loves, in the everything. But when they wanted to, here is a lot of discrimination because I think it's too our people are more conservative, maybe, and they don't like it. That our military they are not defended, yes, because we can't they can't marriage to each other, and if something would happen to one of the partners, the other partner is nobody for him or she, and it's bad. And when they wanted to show that they are here, so other people are very mean to them. So yeah, I think that we have a problem with discrimination in that area.
I heard, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, I heard that in Russia they beat them, they hit them in the streets. Is it true?
I really don't know. I think with Russia it's a crazy country. They beat everybody in the streets. But from what I know, they in the law they for it's forbidden for them to be like LGBTQ. So maybe they do that. But in this our people, maybe we are more into Europe, yes, and it's not such a big such many problems, but for we were that our people to beat other who is not alike, yes. They see that he is not look like me, and maybe they could beat them.
Dmitry, what do you think about this whole discussion?
It's a very professional question, because in Ukraine there are a lot of problems, another more main problem. So we haven't, how to say, in a low field such as terms about all of these genders, possibilities for homosexual marriages and so on. So we hadn't a discrimination. For example, we hadn't a crime. It's not crime if you're homosexual, like it was at, I don't know, 50 years ago, because in Soviet Union it was a crime. So we haven't, but we haven't enough legal possibilities. For example, there are no in Ukraine no possibilities for example, for two homosexual men to take marriage and adopt a child.
You don't have this possibility, yes?
Yeah. Or they don't. They have opportunities to make it in the legal way. In illegal way, it's possible, but so Ukraine, as many post-Soviet, post-communistic countries, haven't changed their law for this. But as for me, it's a question of time. Maybe when we deal with more important problems, we will have enough time and possibility of public discussion to discuss this question and our law. But I think it's not in Ukraine. We often call it "не на часі," so it's not temporary and important problem for nowadays. Maybe in 20 years, in 10 years after when peace comes to the Ukraine, after that we could deal. It's important, but not at this time.
I understand. I understand. You know what? I feel that maybe the Russian aggression today, the Russian wars today, is really clouding everything else. Is really covering everything else. And uh, I heard the culture minister of Ukraine of Russia saying something like, I read that he said that I'm happy that everybody's talking about the war, something like this. And the war in the Russian terminology is two-parter thing: military war and cultural war. So military war, they are invading everybody, killing everybody, which happens in Ukraine today and in other places. And then the cultural war. So they want you to think about the war all the time and to talk about it and to, like forget everything else in your life. No fun, no plans. No, just think about the war and live the war and war. So maybe that's our way to beat them, is to first to resist them, as we do in Ukraine. And we agreed that Ukrainians are the front of this continent nowadays. So on the one hand, you are fighting them really, and we are grateful, and everybody is appreciative. On the other hand, it's about maybe cultural war. So beating them is good by not allowing them to infiltrate, to penetrate our days and mind and brain. And by that I mean we can talk about anything else. We can have fun. We can celebrate Easter. We can, you know what I mean. So we shouldn't only talk about war, because the Russians want us to do this. Yulia, what do you think about our discussion? Yulia. So Yulia is not even she doesn't want to comment. Maybe okay. We talked about, Marina. We talked about conditional sentences. Do you remember this?
Conditional. It's if
Yes.
I would win the lottery, I can buy an apartment. Yes, it's
Exactly. Exactly.
if it's raining
Exactly.
and the streets are.
Very
Yes,
nice.
I remember.
It's always good to flash back on something, especially when it's something a bit demanding or new. And can you remind me of example on zero conditional?
Zero conditional.
Yeah.
It's when something is. So if it's raining outside, the road is dry. Yes.
Yes, but very good. But let's use simple present, infinitive in both times. If it rains.
If it rains. Oh, okay.
Yes.
If it rains.
The road is closed, something like this. If it rains, the road is closed. Yes. Dmitro, do you have any addictions?
About zero conditions, I don't think so. It's for me. It's Marina and told everything.
Nina, my question was, do you have any addictions, like food addiction, something
Ah,
you love?
no, yes, yes. Addiction. I had addicted. Mm-hmm. It's hard to say. Maybe not so strong addiction. For example, I used to smoke, not a long period during my record service, but sometimes now when I nervous a little bit, I could smoke a cigarette, and so not often, but sometimes but I wanted to write it at 100%.
Okay, I ask you because sometimes if you want to express something really hard, so hard feelings, if I get up, I drink coffee, we always use zero condition in this context. So zero condition is for facts and for some hard feelings when you want to express that it's 100% true. If I get up, I drink coffee, kropka, so no escape, no coś takiego. That's the case of zero condition. What about Taras? Are you back? Yulia, are you here? Okay, let's say, Marina, so first condition would be, can you remind me of first condition?
So first,
Yeah.
there is a possibility one is, yes. So if
Yeah, very good.
if I would meet you tomorrow, I would hug you. Some.
But that would be will, not would.
Well, if I will meet you, I'll meet my friends tomorrow. I will hug.
Okay, there is one important element, Marina, here. You don't put will with if. You put will with the second sentence, with the second clause. If I meet you tomorrow, I will do something. Did you hear me, Marina? Okay, so let me explain this. We have two parts in each conditional sentence. Something called main clause and subordinate clause. So look at a sentence like, if you put wood in water, it floats. Look at this sentence and you'll see that it has two parts, so it's a two-parter. If you do something, there is something else. So if you put wood in water, it floats. The main clause, główny, like the main clause would be it floats. Why? As we talked last time, we talked about individual independent meaning. If you said wood floats, it means something. But if you said if you put wood in water, it means nothing. So it takes another continuation to make sense. So the main clause would be it floats. So we put will in the second. We're talking now about first conditional. If we meet tomorrow, I will give you the book, something like this. Look, at will, it comes in the second part. Tatiana, are you here? If Toshuk. Okay. Marina, can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have a bad connection.
It's okay. It's okay. So the point of will, that will should come in the second part. In the
I understand it. Yes.
the if clause. So if we meet tomorrow, I will. If you go to work tomorrow, we will do something. That's the deal. That's the trick. Dobra. What about Dmitry? What about the second condition? Can you remind me of the case of the second condition?
Uh,
So the first one is one, like simple past, not perfect, simple past. If I drank, if I saw, if I met, then would plus
То яка там резолюція?
infinitive. Then would
Там вже
plus
накладена резолюція?
so, simple past, then would plus infinitive is let's call it simple present without any addition. any additions? So let's try it. Dmytro, if you are the president of Ukraine, you will do what? So tell me this sentence in second conditional.
If I won the elections, and
if I became, okay, very good.
if I became a president, I would make some reforms.
Okay, that's the bravo, that's the trick. So if I were the president, I would do some reforms, I would run for some reforms, etc. I would conduct. Okay, let's try with Yulia again. Yulia, Taras, are you here, guys? Dobra. Yes, Yulia, are you here?
If I were you, I would not done in such way.
You wouldn't teach English in this way. If you were me. Okay, that's beautiful. That's nice. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. If I were you, I remember that all pronouns take where. All of them take where. When we talk about pronouns, we're talking about I, you, we, they, she, he, and it. These are the pronouns. Noun, pronoun. All pronouns take where, if she were, if I were. So when we are talking about something possible, it's not impossible, it's possible, but the possibility is low, is really low. So it's not impossible that I become the president, but the possibility is really low. That's the trick. Now, so zero conditional will go on facts. First conditional will go on something really possible. You go to work every day. If I go to work tomorrow, I will bring the umbrella, something like this. And zero conditional and second conditional is the conditional which deals with possible but improbable. So something really possible can happen, but it's improbable. The possibility is really low. The third conditional it's both impossible and improbable. When there is something really impossible and improbable, we use third condition. Okay. So when we talk about 0%, if France had won the match, it would have played against Germany today. So if France had won the match, it would have played against Germany today. The point is that France didn't win the match on the one hand and didn't play against Germany on the other hand. When you talk about something didn't really happen, you are presuming that it happened, but it really didn't happen. So if now to summon this piece of information, Marina, can you give me your example? On third condition.
And some if if it sunny tomorrow, I would go to the park. If the weather would be sunny.
But you can't talk about tomorrow let's see the example, Marina, which I wrote.
Had want much.
So you need had plus verb 3 and then would have plus verb 3. Now let's try it one more time.
Oh. Stacks.
Think of something possible to happen or didn't happen in the first place.
If I had to know about the meeting,
Okay.
I would have I would have attended.
Come, bravo.
Come.
Come. Very good.
Come.
Oh. See, if I had known about the meeting, I would have come. Super, Marie. So, if I had known about the meeting, I would have come. So both parts of the sentence is unachieved. Metro, can you think of an example here? On the third conditional.
Okay. Yes. The third conditional, I don't remember about it.
The third condition, as I already explained, is about something really didn't happen in the past. You wish it had happened or you want it to happen, but it didn't happen and the result is not here. So what can we say? For example, I wish Ukraine was playing football against Germany and Ukraine lost. If
okay.
Ukraine had won, it would have played against something like this.
If I had known about results of the match, I would have to pay on the Barcelona team, for example.
I would have paid. Have paid because, yes, very good, because this is the trick that would have and verb 3. So that's the trick. Yulia, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Can you give me example on the third condition? Can you think of something?
Maybe if you had prepared better,
Okay.
the results of test have been excellent.
Okay, one more time, Yulia. One more time, please. If you
had prepared
okay,
better,
sure,
the results of exam
sure,
have been
would have been
excellent.
Okay, that's the thing. Bravo. That's the trick that we use it. So both parts are not achieved. So he hadn't prepared better, and the results are not good. That's the trick. That's the trick. After the break, we are going to talk about your job, some vocabulary from your work. And we are going to scan through the nature of your job deep a bit, so you can have better vocabulary to use. Okay. See you at 10:45. So let's have a break. Thank you. Hello again, guys. Hello, Dmitro.
Hello, Asaf.
Okay, and I think we are waiting our friends to join. So. You had a break, Dmitro? You had some rest?
Yeah.
In general, when you go to this place, can you take a nap? Can you rest or no?
Just for 4 hours during our when you are at the shift. You have just 4 hours for sleeping.
Okay. It doesn't matter night, day, you just have 4 hours.
Yeah, but no, you have these 4 hours, but at night. You owe it from the 9 p.m. To 1 a.m. It's the first shift, and the second shift has their break for sleeping from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
How many people are you there? Like too many of you or not
No,
that?
for example, on my patrol, I have one fellow with me, and the first shift has also 2 members,
Okay.
and there are 3 patrols during on a territorial format unit. It means there are 6 people in patrol, but there are a lot of some of other types of services. So, for example, someone also I used to sit at a checkpoint. There are a lot of different types, but today I'm in the patrol.
This is an article from the main website of the State Border Guard in Ukraine, Service of Ukraine, and I was checking it out. Let's maybe see what's going on together in this article. Strengthening the border, enhancing security. Can you see it, guys? Can you see it, Metro? Marina, can you click on this? Can you see it?
I'm sorry, I can't see it. In the chat.
Yes, it's in the chat box. The link, the last link.
Maybe it's because I was exit, so I don't have nothing in the chat. It's empty for me.
Okay, let me click on it one more time. I'll send it one more time. Do you have it now?
Oh yes, thank you.
Okay, let's see if we can go through this.
It's our
this small article, and so its title is "Strengthening the Border, Enhancing Security." And Marina, can you read us the State Border Guard?
The State Border Guard Service of Ukraine is improving both security and border crossing efficiency through innovation and international cooperation. The OSCE's Transnational Treats Department conducted a 2-week training in Warsaw for CBGS officers representing the National Academy of the State Border Guard Service was Colonel Victor Berezyuk, professor of the Border Control Department.
So the State Border Guard Service of Ukraine, SBGS, this is the abbreviation, yes, is improving both security and border crossing efficiency. Efficiency is something good, something efficient is something effective. Through innovation, creativity, and international cooperation. The transitional threats department conducted a 2-week training in Warsaw for the State Border Guard Service officers. So that was a 2-week training representing the National Academy of the State Border Guard Service was Colonel Victor Berzuk. You know these guys? You know this guy, Metro or Marina? You know?
No.
No.
No,
I know a lot, but this I don't know.
Okay, so he was the representative in Warsaw, and he's a professor of Border Guard Department. And Metro, could you pick up the reading? The training is
yeah, the training is a part of an extra budgetary project funded by the governments of Germany and the United States. The aim is to enhance the capacity of border officers to detect and counter contemporary threats, from terrorism to organized crime. The program, combining theoretical knowledge and practical skills, is tailored to Ukrainian realities. It includes training on countering terrorist threats and illegal arms trafficking, crisis management in border security, train the trainer courses to improve the quality of future instruction.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me just here ask you about those sessions, those trainings. Do you take part of them, Metro? Can you take part of them sometimes?
I don't think so, because I have another type of duties, so I'm not very connected with that.
Before you were assigned to this position where you are today, did you have any kind of training?
No, because I used to be a recruit. Unfortunately, in Ukraine, in the state border guards, they thought that recruits is silly guys, so they don't trust to us something serious. Unfortunately, but because a lot of them, a lot of recruits has big potential, and after signs the contract, magnificent, they sense, oh, you're so smart and so on. So they send them to different courses. But if you recruit, as practice show, they don't show you, they don't trust you and don't give you some serious responsibilities.
I see. What about fighting training, sport, shooting? Which kind of like training as a recruit you get?
It was as a simple obligatory program, nothing something special, just a common program.
Okay. For you, Marina, the same?
I had a training in the bodyguard service. I was headed a lot of it. Was last year I was in Poland, go in Lubań city. We had 2 weeks trainings about deportation and what to do with it's like between Poland and Ukraine. It's there are a lot of trainings. So we they learned us how to. They teach us taught how to deport people, how to do with migrants and others. Yes. So
you are in our city. You are in Lublin, yes?
Lubań. No, not Lublin. Lubań. It's a border with they had the border, but not had a border, but it's a place with Germany. Yes, because I was in Germany at that time. It's more than yes. It's some city with German, with the border German.
I see. What do you mean by they taught you how to deport people? So What do you mean by that?
It's we were speaking about transportation. Yes, it's when how they deal with migrants, illegal migrants, and how they deport them to other countries. So what they do with migrants, how they took the planes, and
Sure.
say deport him to various countries. We had it. Yes, I didn't go to these things, but my work is now about controlling. Yes, so I'm in the administrative sitting.
When we finish this course, would you come to Lublin with the guys? Would you like to visit Poland again?
I would like to. I want to. I like to visit other countries. I like to speak with the other people. So it would be interesting to me.
Yeah,
Yes, I want
think
to.
Metro, you and those guys who are really active, that's the deal with from the beginning of the course that
It will be a great honor for me if you invite me to the Dublin, because it's the first course in my professional life in border state service, where that's just my chef trust me, and he sent me this course. So this course means a lot of me. It's the first in my professional career.
That's great. And the deal was when we created this course, actually, that was the deal that like we did it here with Straż Granicznej and Miejskiej, and this is Razem w Ukraine is the second continuation of my first project, Razem in Poland. So actually we had Polish municipal police and police for English courses, and now this is the edition for our Ukrainian brother and sister. So that would be great to have you at the end, at the final stage of. We will invite you here. Of course, not everybody. We will invite, I think, 15 people of all the two courses, because after this course finishes, we have another group, another course anyway. And those people who are participating, who are active, mostly will be here, will be invited. And border guard from Poland, from Lublin, will join us at some point at some meeting. We are working on this right now. So when you come here to meet with the Polish side, with the Polish authorities here, at least in Lublin, we know the chef of the border guards here and the municipal police and the police. We know these guys. We have, let's say, good contact with them based on our previous work. So I think they will be happy to meet you, and then we will go together in Lublin to discover this beautiful city, and we will have some beer together for sure at some point. That's that's the whole point of course. So to know you from a closer range. Lublin, maybe you were there or not, but Lublin is a city. So in Poland, which wasn't destroyed during World War II. So after World War II, many Polish cities got leveled, got totally destroyed. And as you can go to Warsaw today, or to Gdansk, or to Krakow, for example, you see that it's a beautiful city, but the city has been renovated. But Lublin is still the same. It wasn't destroyed during World War II. The Allies, the Axis countries, didn't come here. So you see modernity. It's a beautiful city, really modern city. But on the other hand, you see history and you see those real old historical buildings. Very peaceful, beautiful city, worthy to come. We are close to Ukrainian border, of course. This is not a far point in terms of geography. I remember, Dmytro, you told me once you came to Poland, or not?
I used to live, study, and work in Poland when I studied at Ilonian University in Krakow.
Okay. Krakow is beautiful, yeah?
It's one of the best cities. It's the place of my youth. I could say it like that.
Yeah.
I could say that best years of my life I was spent in Krakow.
How old were you when you came here?
First time I visited Krakow when I was 16. My parents sent me to the summer courses of Polish language, which was organized by a summer school of language and Polish culture in the regione University. And then at my 17, I came for my study and spent my life to, I don't know, I remember till to that when I was 22, I finished university and joined, as I thought, for 1 year to the border guard service, but it's almost 4 years.
Marina, have you been here I mean, except this training?
No, in Poland, I didn't visit.
I haven't.
Just by train when I saw some big cities.
Oh,
But that's all.
but you've been to Germany.
Yes, but in the border cities with Poland. Yes, there is with border city. There is, but it's a beautiful city. I don't know. It's like Lviv is where I live now. It's a very beautiful city. It's nice here, and I like it. There is a lot of architecture. Yes, it's nice buildings, and in the Germany, it's 2 cities. I've been there. They are like a small castles. I don't know. It's very nice, and I were beautiful places. And I were in the autumn, and was a lot of almost a Christmas, and it's yarmarke. I don't remember. You know? There was it, and I like it. So sausages and and the wine and so nice. So I want to go to the Germany, but with my service, I have a lot of visit in other countries. I was in Turkey, Istanbul, and I like it so much. It's the most beautiful city, I think, in the world. I want to go there again. The islands, and it's nice. So.
Dmytro, thank you, Marina. Well, Dmytro, when you came here, did you visit other cities, or you were based in Krakow and that's it?
No, mainly I used to live in Krakow, but also visited Szczecin, forgot, near the Krakow, Wrocław, of course, Gdansk, but I had never been in Lublin, so I'm very interested to visit Lublin. Also visited Warsaw, but as for me, Warsaw is not of the best city. I'm, as they thought in Polish, jestem krakusem do mego szpiku I z krwi I kości jestem krakusem. As for me, Krakow is the best city.
I agree with you. I think that it's also my best city in Poland. It's beautiful. Krakow simply is a beautiful place, which is tolerant and beautiful to everybody. You see everybody from around the world, and that's something. Yeah. Um, Going back to our topic, Marina, so in the border guards, which we're reading now, in the border guards job, work, what do you think that should be enhanced, should be improved, should be bettered?
In my specific, yes,
Yeah,
way.
of course.
For now, I think it's a lot of the better ways doing, but maybe I think for now we had a lot of controls. Maybe if it would be less easier to live for everyone, if we want to do, we had a lot of control from control and controlling, and the 10 person can control one unit, and and we had I think for in our government, from my work, we had a lot of monitor for the men's right, but bodyguard service made another one, not a profession inside the unit to monitor the human right. For what this person we need, I don't know, because it's there is a prosecutor that monitoring, there is a in the government monitoring the human right, but now we have one who monitoring it.
So maybe they need to check out things more and more. That's typical in Europe in general. Some of European countries are not under communism anymore, but still, unfortunately, the system is so slow, and bureaucracy is a big problem in all of Europe. You ask people in Germany, they complain about bureaucracy. You ask people Polish people hate bureaucracy. You know, they talk about monitoring everything. They talk about like scanning everything, and that's not easy. I was listening to my French students. They were talking the same about France. So yeah, unfortunately, it's like it's there. Bureaucracy. Some countries do it for I can't understand the reason, but some countries do it for more security and safety reasons. They believe that holding always more and more papers and signatures and monitoring and would lead to some safe things. But look at the e-governments around the world. So those governments which today monitor and do everything through internet. You don't go even. You don't have. They also. They are fine. They are fine. We can't say that this is like the worst scenario in the world. Mietro, for you, what's the development and what's the changes need to be done?
I'm definitely agree with Marina, especially the world that we have 10 controllers to the one unit. It strike me into the heart. We have a lot of control. For example, we have a lot of complications which without any reason. I think we should change and make our service more simpler. It's as for me, it's happened because there are a lot of regulations from armed forces in our service, and a lot of older officers during to it's all according to these regulations. It's all according to these regulations, but we should renovate these regulations because, to say the truth, regulation of armed service was signed in the 90s. It was just copied from the Soviet regulation. So now we almost in independent country. Our country independent for 30 years.
Uh-huh.
We have had some regulations which came from the Soviet Union. Change it, make it more simpler. As for me, it's one of the main reason. And this one, because it could be a little hypertrophic, but I would say it's a similar situation. You can go on your foot, but no, you should go on your arms. Why? Because soldier must be strong. So if you will go to on your arms, you will be so strong and so on.
Yeah.
But there is going on your foot. No, it's too simple. In regulation, they said that we should go on arms.
So yeah, sometimes they are totally off point. They just want to make somebody stronger, but I don't know if this is the way of making people stronger. So, but do you agree that Marina? Do you think that there are old guards everywhere? So you know what I'm talking about. You know what is old guards? Old guards.
I guess.
Old people who want to keep old system always. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes, there is a lot in the bodyguard service. And this, but I think they are still here because they don't know what to do in other places, and but why our big bosses keep them here? I don't know.
We call them dustpan.
Yeah, so exactly. It's like something like this.
The nickname in Ukrainian is called Savoka. It means people who keep a lot of their rules and view on this world from the Soviet time.
Do you think, Dmitry, that Ukraine still holding some Soviet traditions, some Soviet?
If you said about Ukraine, yes, because some of them bad tradition, some of them nothing, not carrying in this Soviet tradition. But for example, in military in military services, in border state border guard service, in armed forces, it very harmful because the world changes. The a lot of army tactics and so on changes. For example, even war changed. We know how was war few years ago, and it changes with every year. So we should and renovate our military regulations. But they, for example, for some journals and so on, they used to behave in the old way. It's the best variant. So they didn't want to renovate something.
Agree with you. What do you think, Marina? So still Ukraine has some Soviet marks, some Soviet...
yes, a lot of. I think, in my opinion, it's a lot of. And when I started my serve, it was like an officer, 2011, there was the digitalization, and we had some of the computer things. And for the last few years, one of the colonel, he said that no, No, it's about think. We need to write journals.
Come
Okay,
on.
you would write it into the journals because he's an old, and I speak with him because he was in the one unit with the control, and no, it's because the man needs writing on the journal, and it would be like it's that man write it and not an others. It's a stupid sentence, and it's a lot, and but I got it back again for, and there is a bad traditions what we have. It's like, and I'm an officer, and from the Soviet they keeping, you know, what you when you take some that when like it's the tradition of to become an officer, that you must to drink a lot of vodka.
Okay.
It's so stupid. It's why it's happening. I don't understand. And it's not normal. And I think it's a Soviet tradition.
Yeah, but look, if it came to vodka, it would be good. If that is the bad tradition, it's okay to keep it. But maybe many countries are afraid to. For example, even in Poland, we have this kind of old guards. We have bureaucratic things going on. As I told you, for example, in Poland, it's so bad to the healthcare system. So it's you need sometimes to wait for months and years to see the doctor. It's not that easy. It's simply to go and check on doctors. Although you pay heavy ZUS, which is the tax system every month. Education is still Soviet. Education is still really, really old. Healthcare is old. Taxation system is really hard on people. So, I mean, why? Because some old guards want this to stay, want this to happen. Maybe Dmitro, old guards like this to stay, like the old fashioned to stay, because they are afraid of change, or what?
No, definitely they're afraid of change, because if you want to change something, you should keep it in mind. You should understand. You should imagine about new changes. So you should understand. You should use your mind, use your brain. For what? It's complicated. We have old narratives. It's the best. For example, when I came to the trainer center at the beginning of my recruit service, it was in Cherkasy in Roshanech.
Sure.
One surgeon said to me, "You shouldn't think, Mr. Colonel,
You should follow the order.
about made your work. He thought for you. You should just done." So for someone who service for 20 years,
Yeah.
it becomes as a motto. You shouldn't think that something who is standing higher than you had thought of you.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. Of course, that's. You see, at university we have old guards. But Marina, why old guards don't want things to go forward? They don't want things to develop. What's wrong?
For me, they can't because they are too old for this. And if you know how in the it worked 10 years ago, so it would work today. And if for me, when I was like you, I do it like this, and everybody was agree with it. So you need to do the same. So if it worked when he was a smaller officer, it would work now. And he thinks that if 10 years ago the people who was submissive in his unit do these things, that now they do the same. But there are other people came to work, there are other people, everything is changed, and they don't want to change their mind. I think.
They like to keep things, maybe as Dimitri was saying, fearing of change on the one hand, on the other hand, to keeping all the traditions. Marina was saying something really interesting, that it worked 10 years ago. Why it's not working today? So let's try it today. It worked 10 years ago. Despite the fact, although nowadays things are changing rapidly, things are changing because of the technology, because of globalization. Things are not as slow as before. 50 years ago, you had lower rhythm of life. Today, every minute you have something new, and those people can think in a new way. And in English, we have this nice expression: "My way or the highway." My way or the highway. You know more or less what that means. My way or the highway.
I understand that it's my way, or the highway.
So, can you explain it to me? What that means?
I could just guess. For example, my way. There are two options. Or you will do as I say in my way, or you will go to the highway. You will go something like that. For example, that's my private opinion. Ukrainian sometimes said there are two options. My and
And needs and nothing.
yeah, there are two variants. My variant and the wrong variant.
Exactly. That's the meaning, that there are two options: my way, or there is no another option. My way or the highway. So you will do it my way. Okay. Today we are going to drink wine, not beer. My way or the highway. So it's wine. No, no other option. Something like this.
May I ask why highway? It's like highway to hell. You will behave in my way, or you will go to hell. Something like that.
No. It's kind of terminology. It's a proverb. Przesłów. It's a proverb.